All right, welcome back to another 10-Minute Tuesday, and this week we are going to do a segment that we haven't done in a while, but we're bringing it back. It's the draft, and this week's category, by the way, before we get too far, we have a special guest for this week's draft. Nathaniel Kurtzweg, our good friend, has joined us. If you listen to Sports Guys Only, you've heard Nathaniel before, but now you get to see him.
You get to see his beautiful ass.
Wow. Now you're seeing Nathaniel.
Wow.
Son of a bitch.
Nathaniel.
Son of a bitch, I can't believe it.
Wow.
Oh, no.
In the flesh.
Oh, no.
All right.
The
so
teams, they play so good.
This week's category is going to be worst animals you could run into hunting. And before we get into it, guys, this podcast is brought to you by Weatherby. And if you haven't checked out the new Weatherby Sorix, go check it out. It's an Italian-made gun, hand-painted in America. It's a beautiful gun. Love it. It's super dope. Me and Joey just got our 20s.
Yep. Shot trap with it for the other day for the first time. And let me tell you,
Feels good.
bang.
Feels good.
She bang.
Goes bang. All right. So this week's category is going to be worst animals you can run into while hunting. And I think we'll just go like round robin, like this. Start with Nathaniel.
Our guest. Yeah.
Start with Nathaniel. So Nathaniel, what we do, you draft one, he drafts, and so on and so forth. You want to draft your best ones first so that they're not, someone else.
Picture you're
doesn't take
duck
them.
hunting with us. What is the last thing you want to run into?
When we did a practice trial, you named some animals that we wouldn't probably run into.
Right.
So do we want to go crazy or do we want to stay in the parameters of what's possible?
I don't think Nathaniel knows of what's possible, but maybe he does.
I think we should just go crazy. Think of the worst animal you'd ever
We'll
want.
go one crazy, two possible.
Because the thing is, one crazy, two possible, because you could be hunting in Tanzania. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
All right, so you go. So Nathaniel, you're 1-1.
I'm going to start. So I'm picturing us in the blind, and I look next to me, and there is just an Everglades sized snake.
Yeah. An anaconda.
Oh my God. That would send me so far.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah. It would be the worst. Genuinely the worst. I hate snakes, and those are humongous.
Yeah.
It would just be absolutely horrifying.
The thing is, before you'd even have a chance to get out of there, you'd be wrapped up tighter than a rat.
Right. I'm
just
cooked.
Sucking the life out of you.
Yeah, I think that would be a pretty bad way to go. Pretty rough. Having the air squeezed out of you.
Imagine if you didn't get the air squeezed out of you and you had to be alive for the amount of time of you going down its gullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
That would be a night. I would do damage to that thing's intestines.
Because there's certain spiders.
I just want to throw that out there. If you swallow me, I'm going to do some damage to the inside of you.
Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of spiders out there that will bite you and paralyze you. You're fully alive, and then they swallow you.
Did you say spiders?
I don't know if it's spiders or snakes.
Well, it can't be spiders because
it's a snake.
I mean, these are some Harry Potter.
I've never seen a spider that can. These are
Hagrid.
Some crazy spiders.
He's a nice spider.
That's actually so crazy. Carter, what are you doing right now that you would miss that?
I was looking something up.
It couldn't have been podcast related.
Yeah.
Were you looking up the snake?
Yeah.
What
No,
snake is
he
it,
wasn't.
Carter?
What were you looking up, Carter?
There's a snake that can paralyze you.
Let Carter tell us
and
what
then
he
you
was
were
looking up.
fully alive.
I was looking for spiders that could eat you in full size, but I didn't find anything weird.
There's the Goliath bird eater.
Okay, Joey, they can't eat a human being.
No,
They
not a
don't
human
just-
being, but they can eat a pretty big bird.
I mean, they're
A Titanic
human being,
mallard?
big
The
bird.
bird eating spider.
Think I could eat a Titanic mallard?
Probably.
No way. That's too
It's an
big.
inside joke that's beaten to death.
Yeah, we're going to keep beating
tell
it
me
to
this.
death, too.
Tell me this Titanic mallard.
Joey thinks there's Titanic mallards.
That are the size of humans.
Yeah.
No.
No, just 2/3 the
Just
size.
disregard.
Think about the size of the band on those.
It's like the
suckers,
size of an ostrich. It's like an ankle bracelet, you know?
No, yeah, it's just got
he wears as a necklace.
Yeah.
God.
They
Okay.
do have collared birds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be a hell of a big collar.
Yeah, that'd be unreal.
All right.
So my unrealistic animal that I would hate to see in the blind, it's not really that unrealistic, right?
Okay.
Is a mountain lion. If
A mountain lion?
yeah, so you just come into your blind.
Oh.
Say you come into your blind and you're like, okay, yeah, we're getting tucked in. You turn off your headlamp, whatever, and all of a sudden you just hear this. It's like, the fuck is that? And there's a mountain lion
That would
just
be
sitting there
really
in the
bad.
corner. I'm like, shotgun's not loaded yet. Whatever. Like it slept in there overnight.
Sure.
And you just came into its little lair now. It's like, fuck.
A few years ago, I was up north turkey hunting. Heard one above us in the tree in the morning once we set up.
A mountain lion?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That ain't cool.
Did you peace out as fast as humanly possible, or did you slowly sneak away?
Nope. Just stayed still and then jumped and ran away. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, Carter. If you actually did that, which I don't believe it,
Okay.
that'd probably be the most badass thing you've ever done.
Yeah. It was very scary.
Who are you with?
My dad.
Oh, your dad can
Wow.
verify this story?
Yep.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have to get this
Yeah,
verified.
yeah.
And it
we
was
want-
in northern Minnesota?
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's this whole thing with the DNR that they're lying that there aren't any mountain lions in Minnesota. And
Oh, seriously?
well, there's been so many different accounts of it. And they keep telling people it's not a mountain lion, it's not a cougar, it's not whatever. But like there's so many people out there that have photo evidence.
Yeah, like on their ring camera out front. They're like, what was that then?
Mm-hmm. You're
Weird.
like someone hits it on the highway and then it's not in the news. Like there's no like outward thing. So
What?
you put it on the
Can
internet.
you play
it
the
gets
X
taken
Files
down.
sound effect, Carter? And I need you to pay attention.
No, but there's a lot of people, and like Gavin himself has seen cougars in Minnesota.
Huh.
I've seen a cougar in my backyard when I lived in Corcoran,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
they told us that it escaped from the zoo and whatever. But apparently, there's just like a wild population in Minnesota
What? Like
that
what?
they're not talking
Carter,
about.
have you looked this up? I'm guessing that's what you were looking up.
Why not like verify? Like what? Why? What would they stand to gain from not?
It's a good
admitting
question. It's probably public panic, is my guess.
Are you looking this up, Carter?
It's fine.
No, I believe
Rob,
you.
Rob and I both saw it in our backyard.
I've seen
No,
it.
that-
I've
yeah,
seen a
that's-
mountain lion in Plymouth.
Jeepers.
There was a mountain lion in French Park.
They say there isn't a resident breeding population. However, since 2004, there has been 77 verified cougar sightings.
That's a lot.
That's
So
That's
they're,
quite
they're
many.
out there.
They're
That's
out there.
Yeah.
too many. I feel
Yeah,
like
there
a
was
cougar.
there was a mountain lion in French Park, dude, when we were in high school.
Wow. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
As long as I'm.
Until you're
Yeah. As
getting
long as,
into a duck blind and it's there.
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that would suck
that's not
really
cool.
bad.
Yeah.
No.
All right, Carter, you're up.
Oh, I'm up. I would have to go the silverback gorilla
Ooh.
in your pit blind.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would be
in a pit
fucked.
blind.
In a pit blind, yeah.
In a pit blind.
Just rips you apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be probably one of the worst experiences you could ever have.
Have you guys seen those videos of the AI simulation of 10,000 silverback gorillas against 1 million human beings?
I did see the like thumbnail of it. I didn't click it.
Dude,
Joey clicked it.
I-
For sure.
oh no, I
did.
was just scrolling, then it was there. And it just like shows like an army of silverback gorillas versus like 1 million men.
Did the
It was
gorillas win?
10,000. Oh, badly. There was only 8 gorillas that died, and 1
No.
million people died.
No.
Yeah.
That's
But-
a bad simulation.
But I read the comments because I knew it was gonna be hilarious, and the guys were in like business suits and whatever, and he's like, "Why do these guys look like what's the guy Harvey from Suits?
Harvey
what is it?
Specter.
Harvey Specter from Suits."
That's why
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
8 to 1 million.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
You get some Conor McGregors in there, and maybe we get
Yeah.
a couple more of them.
Think
out.
about that. What are those things? 800 pounds?
Yeah.
1,200 pounds of just pure fuck you muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just
Scary.
ready to kill. Rip.
Carter hasn't
Just
said a
rip you
word
apart.
about his pick.
Yeah. Carter, great pick.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Very
Carter's-
original of you, too. It
Thanks.
was a good
Mhm.
job, Carter. It's not like the only thing I said before the podcast, but
It is.
No
So-
way.
yeah, Joey said that one before we started.
I don't listen to Joey.
But Carter didn't know if he was going to get to draft with us.
No,
or
I
not.
didn't think I was drafting.
Okay. We might only end up
Okay.
doing 2. I think we'll just do each
Yeah,
one of us
gotcha.
pick 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My next one, or my first one, I would say, and it is realistic, depending on what part of the country you're hunting in, grizzly bear
Yeah.
would be.
out. I'm out.
Oh,
I'm
I was
getting
like,
the fuck
no.
out of there.
Yeah. I mean, because the thing is, too, like, you don't know exactly how a gorilla or an anaconda would react if you were, like, slow to move. The mountain lion's going to probably be pissed off.
bad.
You gonna be pissed off on that one. But like a gorilla, I mean, you might be able to just be like, okay, and leave. Maybe. Probably not. You
Cal,
might get
Cal thinks he's either Tarzan and or Phil Collins. So
or the
Eliza
anaconda.
Thornberry.
I don't know. You might be fucked anyway. But the grizzly bear, you'd be really fucked. They're just pissed off
Bad.
the minute they see you. If you go into a blind and a grizzly bear's in there, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, you're in Montana or some
They're gonna
shit.
shred you, or Alaska.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be really bad. Okay, now let's do one that's a little bit more realistic to like being like something you might actually see hunting.
I think I would go with like just this is probably somewhat generic, but any rabid animal, like
Yeah, that would suck.
you know,
Well, what's a realistic rabid animal you think you
like a
run
like a
into?
like a
raccoon or
rabies
something.
raccoon
Yeah,
would
like-
suck.
Yeah.
It's like frothing at the mouth and it's like furious, and you're like, oh, okay, so like even if I like back away,
Yeah.
it's like in
It's
its
in
like
attack
insane mode, so it's gonna bite me.
Right.
Yeah, getting a rabies bite by a fucking
Yeah.
raccoon would suck. That'd be a
Yeah.
really shitty way to start
Yeah.
the day at 5 a.m.
Yeah. No, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be very good. And I'm just thinking of the comments already of people being like, well, I have a shotgun in my hand, whatever. No, dude, you are getting into your blind.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
nothing's ready. It's dark.
Your ammo's in your backpack.
You are not loaded getting into your blind.
Yeah.
You're walking in there and all of a sudden you're like, hi. Oh, shit. You
Bad.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be bad.
Yeah.
All right, Joey, what you got?
All right. Rabid raccoon is great. Raccoon was going to be my last one just because I've had so many bad run-ins with raccoons.
Really?
I hate them. Yeah. I can't stand them.
Are
And they just always appear. They're just there. And I know the stat. They're a varmint. So 66% of them have rabies.
that's icky.
Crazy. Cats, skunks, raccoons, weasels, like any varmint. 66% on average have rabies. Carter, you already looking this up?
Yep.
Or you just already know that? It's crazy.
You mentioned skunk too. Oof,
Yeah.
that
A
would
lot
be
of
rough.
skunks.
That'd be rough.
Yeah.
A
Like
lot of
coyotes.
skunks.
A lot of them are rabid too. So
A rabies skunk would be a bad day.
Ooh, yeah, double whammy.
It says
Yeah.
it depends on the region, but typically it's 10 to 30%.
well,
Close.
Okay, well,
Really close.
just throw
Yeah.
that stat.
no, I looked it up in high school. I did a project on varmints, but it's fine. Maybe it's different now. Great. It's only 30%.
We've lowered it
10 to 30%.
It's huge.
6x.
The philanthropic community is doing incredible things these days.
For sure. For sure. Getting rid of that
Environmentalists are
raccoons.
just doing a great job.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you got, Joe?
I'd say my number 2 realistic thing to run into the blind with is a poisonous spider.
Yep.
The amount of poisonous spiders that I've seen in Minnesota, in Southwest, like just west, a little bit south.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen multiple black widows, right? Where they're like right here, where you're getting set up and you got your headlamp on, you're in a pit blind, and it's like a wet, moist area. A lot of bugs that time of year. Turn on your headlamp and there's just fucking spiders everywhere.
Yeah, that sucks.
and I'm like,
yeah.
I can't do it. Like, I think I have a mild arachnophobia. I can't stand ticks. Can't stand
Ticks are the
spiders.
worst.
I can't stand scorpions. I can't do it.
You said tick, and I felt like I had a tick on me.
Yeah, that's one
No,
of those.
I got this little
Mm.
red spot on my hand. I booped a nail the other day, and every time I look out of the corner of my eye, tick.
They're
It feels-
bad this year.
Ticks
They're
are
really bad. Yeah, I've already like just walking with Ruby. I'm catching them on my legs.
really.
Yeah,
The one day sitting in the woods, I had
like down the
6 on me.
sidewalk.
You had 6.
Uh-huh.
They were stuck to you.
No, they were just
Crawling.
crawling before I let them stick to me. Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's a lot. It's bad. All
Not-
right, Carter,
not
what do you
my
got?
deal.
Mine isn't.
Tick. Carter's a tick.
Mine isn't. Mine isn't technically deadly, but a skunk would suck.
Yeah, a skunk would suck really bad.
Getting into the blind, everything smelling like skunk, and yeah, that would just not be fun.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
That would really suck. I don't have like a fear of, but definitely one of the things I hate the most. So I would say a poisonous snake. I know I'm kind of going off anaconda a little bit, but like realistically, you could definitely see a rattlesnake, depending on what part of the country, a cottonmouth,
Yeah.
without question.
No, water moccasin in Arkansas.
Water moccasin, yeah. Yeah, terrible. Not, that would suck so bad.
We were going to we were in Arkansas and it got above 70 degrees one day last year or the year before. And there was like this little path, there's water here, water there. And he's like, yeah, you can go shoot hogs, out of this one deer stand. Cool. Start walking and I just see shit flying across the road. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And Grant goes, dude, those are water moccasin. And I'm like, there's so many. There's like over 40.
Just baby water moccasins
There
everywhere.
were over 40 poisonous snakes going across this road. And I'm like, no,
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out so fast.
Maybe
Yeah.
if I had like cowboy boots, but it's like, no, absolutely not. So I drove my truck on this ATV trail, scratched the shit out of it to get to the deer blind.
Yeah.
I'm 0% fucking with that.
Yeah. I'll take
Yeah.
the scratches on the
Oh,
vehicle for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it was bad. But if you guys think you have a worse animal that you could run into, shoot us a message on Instagram. Otherwise, thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.